Hi, welcome back to Caravan Vlogger. I'm Graham. I'm currently eating some of these raspberry and milk squashes. Seen those? Very nice. Drumsticks. So today's video, I want to talk about the cost of caravanning. You may have seen a video that I've just recently done. Actually, I did it about 20 minutes ago, but it's probably on my YouTube channel, somewhere up there, about how much it cost us to holiday in France for a month. Well, we were quite shocked. We were always under the impression that holidays in caravan holidays were cheap. Now, I think what you should say is, is that they're relatively cheap. So it's that relative word that's the important one. So, excuse me while I eat another squashy. So I've been looking at the cost of caravanning. So we've built up accessories and stuff over the years. We noticed that when we changed caravans last year to our Unicorn, we got a lot of stuff new. Now we had a larger water container, not an Aquaroll, like 51 litre. So we changed to a 40 litre Aquaroll because they're smaller, we're more manageable than the big thing we were using last time. So when looking at our accessories, what actually do you need when you start caravanning? So now, a caravan isn't like buying a car. We buy a car and you have to tax and insure it, and that's about it. You're on the road, put petrol in it, or diesel obviously. With a caravan, you pretty much get nothing with it. Obviously the stuff inside it, the fridge and the cooker and stuff, but you wouldn't get a water container necessarily. We actually got a waste container with this. There's lots and lots of stuff you need to buy. So I'm just going to start off with the necessities, the kind of stuff you pretty much need to have. So as mentioned earlier, Aquaroll. So a 40 litre Aquaroll will set you back in excess of 50 quid. Electric cable, if you didn't get one, another 30 quid. Excuse me while I look down because I've got a list here. A waste container, where all your sink waste goes, it's another £50. Toilet fluid, which is a must if you're going to use the caravan for any length of time. Again, you can get like a pack for around £30 or £40. Caravan step. Now, caravan step's an interesting one because we did get a smallish step with the caravan, but for us it wasn't big enough, so we went out and bought a new one, a giant Milenco giant step. Caravan didn't come with a leisure battery, which I find interesting because it comes with a solar panel. Solar panel's no use without a leisure battery, so, and it's not something they told us. I had to actually ask, so I got them to fit one. That was about £100 for a leisure battery. So that, I think they're the basic kind of stuff. Then you're going to need some security devices. Now these vary wildly in price. This came with Alko wheel locks, which are an absolute nightmare to fit on a twin axle. Very, very straightforward on a single axle. Twin axle, forget about it. So I actually bought a Nemesis lock, which was, actually I've forgotten how much it was. I'll put a price here somewhere. So you're going to need a hitch lock, a wheel lock, and you can also get locks to stop people putting your stays down, but they're obviously quite optional. But a wheel lock and a hitch lock are pretty much required by most insurance companies, as far as I know. And there you're looking anywhere up to £300 or £400. Obviously you can get cheaper. Then, I mean, on top of that, I'm not trying to frighten anybody. I mean, it is a good hobby and good holidays, but you look at plates, bowls, everything. It's pretty much everything you have in the house. You're going to need in a caravan. That's a stupid thing to say. Not everything. You don't need a coal fire. But I mean things like plates, bowls, cups, cutlery, bed linen, towels. Now, you don't have to buy these specifically for the caravan. But what we found is that if we don't have those kind of things in the caravan all the time, we forget them. Now, nothing worse than going on a 2-week holiday in Cornwall and forgetting knives and forks, because you're going to have to go out and buy some. So we've bought specific ones for the caravan and we'll leave them in here. Same with cutlery, I mean crockery. melamine plates, not quite as heavy. Plastic cups and stuff like that, although there's only 2 of us, you could actually get away with China. It wouldn't really make that much difference in your payload. So obviously there's other ongoing costs as well, like just let me look down here. Servicing, £200 or £300 a year. Insurance, again £200 or £300 a year. So that's £600 a year. You may well have the caravan in storage. We have ours on the drive. We're lucky enough to have it on the drive. Storage could be anywhere between £200 and £600. We had to put ours temporarily in there for about a year, and one local to us was about £600 a year. You know, they're not inconsiderable amounts of money. So some other things that are probably non-essential, things like a TV. I mean, you could take it from the house, but again, we have a TV specifically for a caravan. Just one from Tesco's really is like this, like less than £200 I would guess. Some people consider these essential. A barbecue, if you want to get a Cadac, again that's another £200. Don't forget an awning. If you want an awning, you could pay £1,000 for an awning, a new one. We have an air awning that was around £1,000. Then you've got outside chairs, tables, levelling blocks, of course you will need. So there you go, there's a whole heap of stuff that you're going to need when you buy a caravan. If it's your first caravan, you know, please budget not only for the cost of the caravan but also the accessories and other essential items that you're going to need. Then of course all this stuff you're putting in the caravan, you're going to need to be careful about your payload and how much things weigh. Now lucky for you, I'm going to do a video very shortly, in fact I might have done it already, on covering weights in the caravan, how much a caravan weighs, what you're allowed to take, and what the acronyms around the caravans, like, I mean, do you know what MTPLM stands for? So that's the end of discussion on costs. Hopefully you found that useful. If you haven't just started caravanning yet, then please be careful about the costs because they can spiral. When you budget for buying a caravan, allow an extra couple of £1,000 probably for the bits and pieces that you'll need, especially if you're considering buying an awning. Now you could obviously get things second hand and much cheaper than getting them new. So thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed it. A thumbs up if you did. If you don't subscribe now, here's a fact: around 80% of people that watch the videos don't subscribe. Come on, why not? Pull your finger out, hit the subscribe button down there or somewhere. Hit the notification if you want to be told about new videos that come out. So thanks again for watching. See you in the next one. Gonna eat my squashes, drumsticks. Very nice.